Welcome to Tangling Together with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com and today it is this pattern right here. Let's first relax in our shoulders and our hands and fingers. Take a deep breath. Let out all the stress and just enjoy the moment and that we are going to tangle in a few seconds. Yeah, let's open up the book and find a place for this one. This is yet another grid tangle, and I need to do something about the rooms we have over here, and we have something down here. And actually I think I'm gonna use that room right here. It's a small one, but that's okay with this pattern here. So this tangle is kind of having some wonky lines, a wonky grid. So I'm just gonna start with a grid here, and I'm just gonna turn my book a tiny bit so it's a bit easier here on my hand. And then I'm just gonna aura this shape here in my grid. And I'm going to stay inside of my grid. There we go. And then of course we are making kind of a wonky line in the other direction. So I'm just gonna stay with my grid lines here. Or my string lines, not grid lines. And making a grid with that. There we go. And I'm just gonna turn my book back here. Then I am going into each of these here. First of all, I'm concentrating about this line here, and I'm making kind of a C shape or a half circle in this one, down this line. So taking off by one corner here and landing in the next one, and so on all the way down. And the same on this line, I am doing the same thing, keeping the C shape going from corner to corner, and so on, as long as I have a line. So then I am going to turn my book a tiny bit around and looking at this line right here. And I'm gonna do the same here, making this half circle or C shape down the line, going from one corner to the next corner. It's kind of a half bale shape. I'm doing that on all my lines all the way down. And then they kind of go in here and make kind of a square where they are connected. Kind of connecting the lines. So I'm going up here from one line to the other line and making this a little square here in the middle of everything. So from one line to the other line, I'm kind of overlooking the half bale shapes when I'm doing this. Like that. And that's a pattern. There's nothing more to it than that. So I'm gonna cap my pen here, and I want some blue in there, so I'm going to take my light blue Micron 01. And there are so many things you can do. You can make lines, or this way lines, and you can, oh, there are so many things. Let me do the lines that go this way here. So this is just an embellishment. Oh, that's a hard word. But you can do this exactly like you want. I'm gonna skip that one and do this embellishing like a chessboard thingy. You could put dots in here or a different color, or just leave it. It's all up to you. So in this line I will do it here, so I get this chessboard effect. So it will be here, and then again in this one. That's it. So we are going to cap this one again. I want some white in there, so I'm taking my white jelly roll. This is the 08, and I'm thinking of maybe doing this one. Let's get it to work first. So just giving this one a little color here, skipping that one, and then color this one in, doing the same here. I'm coloring the one in where I have the stripes, but you really don't need to do this. So that will be this little one down here, this one up here, and so on. So not that much white, but still a tiny bit. And I'm gonna take my white charcoal here, and I'm thinking about popping in some white here, but I could also just take this one here again next to the blue lines and color that one with the white. So again, not too much, but still a tiny bit of white in there. Soft white. There we go. So I am going to take my graphite and I'm gonna turn this one around, because I want a shadow. Actually, I'm gonna turn it like that because I want a shadow going down here, dividing the border we have here with the pattern. And I need to get this sharpened a bit very soon. So I'm gonna take my Tortillion and just make that all into a nice shadow, kind of lifting up the border over the one we just made. There we go. That's a very nice start. And then we can make kind of a line here under these lines here. But there are so many ways of making shadows on a tangle, so you can just do it like you feel like, instead of just doing what I'm telling you to. Play with it. Have fun with your shadows. Don't think about light source or where the light is coming from, because that really doesn't matter in all of these patterns here. So don't be afraid to play around with your shadowing. But that little thing here was this pattern right here, and I actually think that it came out really neat. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.